No niin, aloitellaanhan uutta peliä nimeltä Harvester. Toisaalta tämä ei ole minulle uusi peli, mä oon tämä jo parisen kertaa pelailun läpi, mutta nyt ajattelin, että mä teen tästä tämmösen pienen läpäisyvideon nyt, että pakko sanoa tästä pelistä sen verran, että tää on ihan kuuluu minun
Well, that didn't work.
omiin suosikki seikkailupeleihin ikinä, että tässä pelissä
Hey,
on
Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
paljon hyvää.
Steve, you've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
Tää musta joka aamu antaa lehti tälle poitsulle, Jimmy Jamesille. Mut joo, tosiaan niin tästä pelistä, niin tää peli on niinku semmosella hyvällä tavalla rosoinen, paljon mustaa huumoria, vähän käppänen, semmonen.
Why, Steve, I'm
Tässä on
surprised at you.
sitä kaikkea. Tää on
I'd
niin
expect
hyvä
that sort of
paketti.
thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
Kyllä. Nyt se antaa mulle sen Girly Magazinein. Voin sen Girly Magazinein kanssa mennä nyt tonne. Mä käyn ensin täällä Newspaper Buildingissa ja käydään tuo nappaamassa. Lähetään kuule Meat Plantille hommi. Voitaisiin tehdä tähän nyt vaikka tuohon tallennus. Noin. Tää homma menee puihin, niin mä voin ottaa sen uudestaan. Hyvä, kun mulla rupes virustorjunta näköjään herjaamaan jo kesken. Hyvä, nyt saatiin tuosta lihakimpaleet itselleni ja voimme jatkaa matkaa seuraavaan kohteeseen, joka on Police Station. Lähdetään sinne juttelemaan Deputy Loomikselle ja kumppaneille.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here is Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have, but I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank, and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding. Stop on by any time.
Anything I can help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis, or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
Jep.
Anytime, kiddo.
Että se piti mennä ulkopuolelle ja tulla takaisin. Näinkö se nyt oli? Kyllä, se lähti pois tuo tyyppi. Tyyppi tuosta ja sille annetaan Adult Magazine.
Oh, by George. Oh, by Jiminy. Oh, this here's the real thing. Oh, can I have it?
Sure.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Excuse me, kiddo. I gotta go check the jail for clean towels.
Ai. Sinne se lähti. Nyt Mennään myö vähän tänne ottamaan siltä parit itemit ja sitten, tuolta exittiä. Sitten mennään kuule tuonne aukastaan tuo ovi tuolla avaimella. Tämä ei tarvita mitään muuta kuin toi kanisteri.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
Come around, if you come.
Come here around.
Loomis, damn you!
Wait, no. You pervert! No! No!
Straining up the mattress again! Folding up the towels! Charming snake!
Ai. Parasta näyttelemistä. Bestest best meininki. Elikkä nyt kun me saatiin se kanisteri sun muuta, niin nyt me voidaankin mennä tälle Best Office-tyydille antamassa.
What does this mean?
I know why the sheriff is blackmailing you.
This is unexpected and awkward. But my luck's been bad ever since Dwayne found that darn gas can at the newspaper building the day after the fire. He has this insane notion that it's mine. I pay him not because I'm guilty, but because I don't want him slurring my good name around Harvest.
Oh, naturally.
You know, he keeps that gas can in the evidence room at his office. I'd be really grateful to whoever could fetch me that can. Grateful enough to provide him with a lodge application. Oh, and Steve, you'll keep this to yourself. If you're smart.
Elikkä nyt kun mä annan sen gascanin tuolle, niin mä saan sen
Oh my
lodge
God. I can't
application.
believe it. After all this time.
Where's my application, Boyle?
Here, take it. With my thanks. You know, this morning as I was making my rounds, I noticed an awful lot of television aerials on the roofs. Seems like more and more each day. You got me this can just in time, youngster. I may have need of it again.
What do you mean?
There's another reason why Sheriff Dwayne didn't investigate the Sentinel fire. If you'd like to get something else on the blackmailing bastard, check around the television station. While you still can.
Elikkä nyt se
That's a ticket.
lodge application on täytetty ja nyt voidaankin mennä ensimmäinen päivä laittamaan pulkkaan. Aha.
I see you've managed to acquire an application. That demonstrates resourcefulness, a desirable trait for prospective members. You need a rest. Report back here for your next
Assignment. Ja ei kun unten maille. Niin.
Welcome to our order.
the hand that grips my fist.
Korpata painajaa siellä. Ei kauheeta. Ja ei kun päivä numero 2.
Well, that didn't work.
Hey, Steve, you've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
Sitten meidän piti mennä Potsdam Residenceen seuraavaksi. Itse asiassa voidaan me käydä Lodgessa, niin se saadaan vähän selkoa, että mitä meidän pitää tehdä, niin käydään höpöttelemässä sille Lodge-ukolle nyt. Niin aina antaa.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon. Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult. More tests of wit than prowess. But complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a tucker. It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch. That's all?
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you're not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Siinä on meidän tehtävämme. Siihen me tarvitsemme erilaisia välineitä, koska mä en voi suoraan mennä sitä naarmuttelemaan sitä autoa. Siitä ei hyvä heillä.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today? Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Why?
I'm sure I don't know. Mr. Poston has sent her to a room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Poston says otherwise. Probably until the wedding. Give my regards to your parents. Hello, dear. She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the... Give my regards to...
No niin, ups. Täältä otetaan tämmöstä vähän. Voisi laittaa vitamiinitkin matkaan, niistä sai, jos väärin muista, niin saakohan sitä energiaa, jos tullaan jossain tappelu mitäkässä liikkaa damaakkeni. No niin, eli nyt lähdetään taas tänne Post Officeen. Vähän lyypillä otetaan tämä manhole key.
Damn it.
Lähdetään pois ja nightfall descends upon harvest. Nyt mennään, ei Potsdam, hups, meinas mennä vähän, tämmönen Johnson Residenceille mennä tuota manhole coveria. Lapiolla sieltä tuo reikä auki ja sitten me otetaan vaan tuosta tuo muista tarvisiko täältä mitään, mutta otetaan nyt kuitenkin. Tuolla on ainakin screwdriver. Sitten naarmutellaan sitä vähän. Mä kyllä lapion laitoin siihen, mutta sitten siinä näkyy ruuvimeisseli. No, ihan sama. Homma suoritettu. Eli toisin sanoen tehtävä suoritettu tältä päivältä.
So, you have completed your first task.
Niin, siinä oli päivä numero 2.
Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips my staff. Stephanie.
Ja jälleen painajaiset jatkuu. Tehdäänpäs tähän taas tallennus. Ja jatkuu.
There now. See how easy it is?
Sitten me siirrymme seuraavaksi Again Memorial Schooliin, jossa tarkoituksena on laittaa hälytys päälle. No. Tuolta. No löytyy, että mä on varma, pitäiköhän mun käydä nyt täällä Edna's Dinerissa nyt. No joo, täällä on tämä screwdriveri taas.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing? Sneaking up. Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick.
Then you believe me.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed.
Now, Steve, if you don't want to marry Stephanie, I'd expect that from...
Ei se ollutkaan tämä nyt, mitä mun piti. No, muistellaan vähän, että sit piti mennä. Käydä Fire Stationille. Otetaan sieltä nuo tikkaat.
Oh man.
Piti muistaa. No niin, nyt se Nightfall.
Okay.
Sillä on Mutilated Girl. Joo, se ei ollutkas siinä. Hetkinen. Nyt mennään Fire Stationille. Lihakimpale annetaan tuolle koiralle.
All right.
Ja sieltä saatiin se piece of cloth, mikä oli meidän se tehtävä. Minnekä se meni? Sainko minä sen nyt? Niin nyt ohi se. Täh. Kai se nyt sitten otti sen. We encourage the cloud you make your way back to your house after an exhausting day. No. Kyllä. Tulikin näin.
What do you people want from me? More pie, Sharon? Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips life with staff.
No, ja tallennetaan taas. Ja jatkuu.
Hey, Steve, you've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the...
Joo, sitten mennäänkin tuonne. Katsotaanpas mitä se Lotke kertoo meille, mitä meidän seuraavaksi pitää tehdä.
Exquisite cloth. Its loss should trigger quite a bit of dissension amongst our gallant firefighters. Still, that is not your concern. Your next assignment is to break into the tonsorial establishment of Mr. Pastorelli and abscond with his prized barber's pole. Lack of respect for authority, a fine trait for a member of the Order. Yes, I approve, Stephen. I hope you succeed in your task. Break into the shop, steal the barber's pole, and bring it back to me. At that point, I shall give you your final task.
Jep.
I can't talk now. The dishes are stacked. I just heard that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. You know, though I don't like to think ill of people or take pleasure in the misfortunes of others, I'd like to think it's a comeuppance for all the times that nasty man has bothered me. I feel terrible about what happened at the fire station. Those firemen helped me decorate my diner. I can't believe one of them stole that cloth from the others. It must have been someone else, don't you think? Oh my God. I can see it in your eyes. Karen's dead, isn't she? You're lying. You're telling me this just to get the reward.
I wouldn't do that.
Do you have any proof then? Karen's little purse. Oh. Here's your reward money. Please, take it and go.
Sieltä saatiin vähän rahaa. Ostoksille. That should cover it. Take what you need. Tuo teippi. Anna tuon wrenchikin ottaa. Muuta täältä ei tainnut tarvitakaan. Nightfall descends upon harvest. Jos kuule tähän vielä semmonen pieni tallennus, kun munaa mitään. Tuo ja sieltä päästään ja tässä oli, että se piti sammuttaa se, otapas. Joo. Onko se nyt, että piti tällaisen?
Well, that didn't work. Okay.
Hetkinen.
Yeah.
Joo. Siinäpä se oli. When you go to the barber pole, you make your way back to your house.
What do you people want from me? More pie, sailor? Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips life with Stephanie.
Ding, ding. No. No niin, jatketaan taas. Matkaa kohti seuraavaa kohdetta.
Hey, Steve,
Mitä pitää
you've
tehdä?
been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning.
Mitäs se meidän lotkeukkomme kertoilee?
And here it is, the object Dodd, imported Venetian glass and Italian dreams. You have done well. An unfortunate side effect that Pastorelli was electrocuted because you left live wires in a puddle on the floor. But as those with affectations of worldliness say, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Pastorelli's own incompetence caused his unfortunate accident.
Ei ollut mun vika.
What does it matter that you left live electrical wires hanging in the water on the floor? If he hadn't cross-wired the alarm system to the sprinklers, he'd be alive today.
Niinpä.
Of course, you only wanted the pole, but that hardly matters now. Your final assignment is to set a fire in DNA's diner and let the French fry where they may.
Jeez, that's not a minor prank.
So close, and yet so far. What a pity. Strange to find a murderer so squeamish about a little fire, but to each his own, I suppose. Tonight, the big sale commences. Soon, the annual harvest blood drive will be at hand, when sacrifice will be the order of the day. Your time in harvest grows short.
Kyllä. Nyt me menemme Shady Oaks Mortuary. Suoritamme täällä seuraavan murhan. Hetkinen. Tähän tämmöiselle. Next murder. That was cool. Liimat on varastettu. And the nightfall descends upon the harvest. Tekemään pieniä tulitikkuleikkejä, johon käytetään samaa kikkaa kuin aikaisemmin, eli vähän teippiä ja pam! Tässä tosiaan tarvitsemme täällä on vähän no, kun tässä ei oikein näe tuonne, kun tuo buketti on tossa. Joo, ja tuo buketti laitetaan. Buketti laitetaan sitten tuohon, kun me ensin laitetaan siihen vähän liimaa ja noin, ja sitten me pistetään vähän tulitikkuleikkiä. Yeah. Sanotaan, että hei hei. With Edna's diner ablaze, your task is complete. You carefully make your way home to avoid any witnesses. No niin.
What do you people want from me? More pie, Sharon? Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips life instead.
Tilima auki ja menoks. Kohti seuraavaa päivää. Nonni, sinne on taas yksi tehtävä tehty ja annettahan tälle näitä lehtisiä.
Hey, Steve,
You've been doing it so well. Let's go to the lodge and talk to this sergeant and
Diner is no more, as is Edna herself.
Oho.
She hung herself as soon as she realized what had happened to her beloved establishment. A true entrepreneur and a credit to her nation. Come now. Anyone who spoke with her for 5 minutes would have known what a tragedy the destruction of her diner would be. Still, you sought to torch her diner, and torched it is. You have proven yourself a worthy candidate for initiation. This was only a trial to determine your worthiness for testing. Your initiation into the mysteries of the harvest will soon begin. In the meantime, be patient. Protocols must be observed before initiation may commence.
How I recognize the sign?
You will know when you receive the invitation. Bring it here, and your initiation shall begin.
Semmonen. Nyt mennään Potsdam Residence. Täällä tapahtuu kummia. Okei. Okay.
Guess I can forget about the meat, huh?
What do you mean?
Your dad must have pulled some strings. Be sure and check Stephanie's pillow, you lucky bum.
What the hell are you talking about?
You'll see once the sheriff gets here. Stephanie. Things'll never be the same now. Guess I'll be watching TV nights.
Okay, you can come in now, son.
My God.
Oh my God.
Yep, it's a spinal cord.
Is it Stephanie?
It's a spinal cord.
I can see a resemblance, but I can't be sure.
More pie, Sheriff?
Pie?
More
Don't
pie.
you realize what's happened?
Oh, indeed I do. I can just hear the tongues wagging at the PTA. Was it suicide?
Never heard of anyone pulling their own spinal cord out before. Off the record, I'd have to say no. No, all in all, I'd say this was death by natural causes.
What?
Natural causes?
You can't live without a spinal cord, son. Nothing unnatural about that. Think we'll have some more pie.
Niin.
Right away.
I can't believe this. This is horrible.
I just love this
Believe
acting.
Me, you get to the point to where this is routine. Now the only clue we got is that card on our pillow. Take a look at it.
This is practically a confession.
Confession to what, son?
Murder. Isn't that what you're here to investigate?
Murder.
Son, you don't investigate natural deaths. No point.
Then I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Yeah. I'm sure you will.
More pie, Sheriff?
Don't mind if I do.
Mind if I do. Selvä. Ja heippa. Sitten kohta cemeteria. Sitten me käytämme tikkataatata. Sitten me tehdään näin. Sitten niillä tallennan varmuuden vuoksi, koska taistellaan. Good fight. Siellä ei ole jostain syystä sitä, miksi minä... Eiku, pitikö mun käydä nyt siellä... Joo. Mä tein nyt ehkä väärinpäin nyt. Mun piti käydä ehkä siellä lotkella. Eikohan se nyt... Kävin vähän... Yritin oikasta yhden asian, kun piti käydä lotkella nyt viemässä se varmaan se invitation. Niin, kyllä.
Received the invitation, but you have not brought it.
I don't understand.
The invitation was not the card, but the spinal cord. must be presented to me ere I allow you to enter.
You sick bastard.
I expect nothing. What must unfold will. You were provided an invitation. Bring me the skull and spinal cord if you would pass to the world beyond.
No, mennään uudestaan. Vähän jos meni väärässä järjestyksessä. Pikkuvikoja. Ei anneta sen häiritä. Noniin. Ops, kun piti tuonne mennä.
You have done well. Now let the initiation commence. As your mystagogue, it is requested and required that I turn over this sacred dagger to you to aid you in your quest.
What is this?
You must now enter the lodge. Initiates find it a hostile place.
Are you supposed to help me or get me killed?
I'm starting you on the path of initiation to a very special, very exclusive brotherhood. I am merely the administrator of a test. Whether you view me as an enemy or a friend depends on how well you're prepared to pass.
And this thing? You haven't said what it is.
It is a special weapon. Using it will be part of the initiation.
Fine.
Always have a choice, Initiate. Which choices you make matter only to you. Whatever occurs in here is relevant to the great question which you cannot help but answer. What is at issue is whether in answering the question you will find the answers you seek. You will encounter those intent on preventing or prompting your answer, depending on how you look at it. While the assumption is you want to live, dying is easy and provides its own answer, but not for you.
Just tell me, is Stephanie dead or being held within?
The membership director on the second level keeps track of such things.
Oh, great. Then you are against me.
I am the Sergeant at Arms. I am here to ensure that the protocols are observed. Deviation from a protocol shall result in punishment. Remember what I have told you. Now, let the initiation begin.
No niin, inside the lodge. Control F4 ja left mouse button. Nyt tähän tallennus. No niin. Jatketaan Lodgesta sitten taas. Ups, mulla on vähän molaat kovalla, sori. Otetaanpas tästä tässä. Noin, mennään sinne. Otetaan ensin Blade päälle ja lähdetään. tänne päin ja sitten mennään tänne ja... Noin plätsästään se ja sitten me plätsästään tuo auki, nyt päästään tänne sisuksiin ja sitten me ruvetaan plätsästään. Plätsästään tuo tyyppi tuosta ja...
Well, I hope you're proud of yourself, killing my clientele. Ever since the monsters invaded this level, the members have taken to dining with the Grand Poobah upstairs. Actually, I have to admit my last few meals haven't been up to snuff. The problem is the freshness of the corpses, or lack thereof. See, the supply has dried up. The Sergeant-at-Arms always used to insist that bodies killed in the lodge be disposed of without trace. And so the members would bring me their business for preparation and dissemination. Oh dear. You're not a member, are you? You're an initiate. Forgive me, I can't say another word about it.
Can you tell me anything that might help me?
Not really.
Not really. No, itemit tarviin sieltä ja sitten mennään tänne päin. Tiellä ei kysellä tältä tyypillä mitään, vaan pistetään se kylmäksi. Upsista nyt mentiin vähän vierin.
Oh man. Well, that didn't work.
Siinä kun mä oon just tuossa väärässä naulakossa, pitää tuohon. Tuolta napattaa vähän. Ai, sori. Hui. Innoittaa, kun tulee aina tommonen aivastus. Sitten me mennään tonne, kunhan me aukastaa ensin se noin ja sitten pistetään. Noin tuo. Sitten me tässä heitellään lihakimpaletta, ettei tapahdu pahoja asioita. Sitten me heitellään seuraava lihakimpale sinne ja sitten me voin ottaa tuosta vähän helttiä, saat tuosta aina jos ottaa, niin you feel better. Mä otin osumaa silloin. Sitten me tehdään tähän tämmönen pieni tallennus. Tässä on tämmönen vähän inhottavampi kohta. Niin ja sitten noin ja tää on inhottava kohta tosiaan. Otin tapettua se, mutta ei se mitään, käy vaan hakemassa vähän helttiä taas, niin taas. Tää on niinku innoittavaa tässä tappeluissa, kun se osuus nyt ohilleen, kun tämä ei nyt mennyt ihan niinku tuossa hyvin. Tässä on niinku tästä. Jes, nyt pääsin sinne minnekä mä halusin. Ei! Ups. Tänne piti mennä. Ja nyt tehdään tähän taas tallennus, etten munaile taas hirveästi. Niin ja sitten mennäänkin tuohon.
I am the chess master. Any initiate who wishes to pass this way must do so over my dead body. Being a civilized man, I offer my opponents a choice. Solve my problem or fight me to the death. Do you know how to play chess? Chess is a civilized game. How sad that we must now resort to a less civilized form of conflict.
Se oli hienosti vejetty. Siltä otetaan sitten tuolta. Tässä on kyllä hienon näköinen tämä artwork, niin sanotusti. Nyt me lähdetään. Joo, me kyllä tarvii se haulikon vielä tässä. Pitää mennä tänne. Oho, ups, ei tänne. Tuo kun mennään ja ihan.
Excuse me, you can't come in right now. I just mopped the floor.
Menen kuitenkin. Tuohon avain käytetään tuohon. Sieltä saatiin yksi avain tossa lisää. Otettiin vähän turhaankin. Nyt mennään tänne päin. Eikä mennäkään tänne päin, vaan tänne päin. Täältä on erittäin tärkeää, että muistetaan ottaa nämä matkaan, kun mennään tonne, koska sitten tullaan muuten softlockia tietyssä vaiheessa. Mikähän se nyt? No niin, nyt se auksi. Open door, open door. Olikos tässä jotain? Ei tässä tainnut olla mitään tärkeää. Joo, näin se oli. Ops. Mennään tänne ovesta sitten sisään ja täällä tulee semmonen pieni puslen poikainen ja sit tosiaan. Tuo tehtiin tosta ja sitten otetaan täältä.
Damn it.
Sieltä saadaan avain onneen ja sitten mennään tänne. Tässä skipataan tämä tyyppi kokonaan, koska miksipä me taisteltais tossa. Eli tässä jos niitä lankkuja ottanut, niin voisi olla vähän tukala paikka lähteä hakemaan niitä. Tosiaan eihän mä tarvit tässä nyt kun noita vaan 2. Ja tässä tosiaan tulee se sitten se kohta, missä tarvii näitä. Vähän aikaa oottelemaan tässä, että se menee alas ja locks in place. Naps. Tehdäänpäs tähän taas tallennus, niin ei tos tapahdu mitään väistämätöntä. Niin, tästä jatketaan eteenpäin. skytte päälle. Pistetään kukko lihoiksi, kun tulemaan. Sitten me mennään tänne seuraavaan paikkaan, jossa... Ja me tuosta ottaa vähän naulapakettia mukaan.
This is the temple of the mystery of abstinence. Do not eat of the food or you will be punished. All within are hereby bound to a vow of abstinence.
Sinne lähti. Sieltä otetaan ruuat matkaan ja...
And some mothers complain that their children don't come to see them.
Mommy, you're so good. You're so good.
This is the sickest part of the
This is the mystery
game.
of motherly love. Everyone says motherhood is fulfilling, when in reality, it's draining.
I see what you mean.
You don't know the half of it.
Yeah.
From the start, children are parasites. That's what you've got to understand. Sucking the life out of you. Your very life's blood pumping from your belly through obscene pink tubes into their thieving hearts. And even after birth, they keep leeching the life from you.
Mommy, you're so good. You're so good.
Yeah.
Of course, my children are better at it than most. Is that the bliss of motherhood? That's the mystery. Just what the world needs. More greedy little mouths to feed. Children suck the life out of society. They have to be protected, nurtured. Everything has to be childproof and rendered childish. Sadly, they'll suck the life out of you too. You too.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Got the little bastards. Niin, sitten jatketaan tästä eteenpäin seuraavaan huoneeseen.
Welcome to the Temple of the Mystery of Religion. The mystery is thus. Those who preach love and mercy in God's name are often those who call for the death of heathens. Do you believe in God, my son?
Yes.
You are wise. His mercy anoints us all. And where doth he dwell, the Lord?
In heaven.
Indeed! Any other response would be blasphemous. Answer me this, if the word be with you. Does the Lord bounce on a spring or frolic with the wombats?
Frolic with the wombats,
Yes,
tietenkin.
the fields of the Lord are rife with wombats, and he is their shepherd. Answer thus, if thou be virtuous. Doth God Almighty herd them with his staff, or with special imported wombat herding equipment?
I'll take the staff.
Naturally, God, being almighty, hath no need to import anything his staff doth serve. Now, I ask thee one final question, which is only known to those amongst the ranks of the saved. Is God a jar of strawberry preserves, a size 12 sneaker, a foot-long hoagie, an all-expense-paid trip to Brazil, or a new car.
Of course, it's a trip to Brazil.
You are correct. Pass in
Because why
peace,
wouldn't it be?
brother. The Lord is with thee.
Laittaa vähän shotgunia vähän lisää. Lisää panoksia ja lähdetään tänne päin ja tänne päin.
Welcome to the Temple of the Mystery of Flesh, Steve. Have a bite?
Mr. Potsdam?
The mystery is this. Sometimes you have to lose some meat to get some meat. They wouldn't let me in until I demonstrated my worthiness. My invitation came after I buried Karen alive. That showed initiative.
And her spinal cord was your ticket in, right?
Yes, but to be initiated into the mysteries of the harvest, I had to do one last thing. I let them into the house and into Stephanie's bedroom. Sometimes you have to sacrifice meat to gain meat. The Order taught me that. Now I'm a butcher. You should have gotten your dad to hire me on. That way, you could have been the boss instead of the prime cut.
Oh my god. Bye bye, Mr. Potsdam. Tehdään taas tähän tallennus. Ja jatketaan matkaa. Oho, ups.
All right, that'll be $200.
Sorry, I don't have that much.
What did you think, that you could get your pound of flesh for a lousy 50? Such is the mystery of lust. So often the instruments of lust, as all instruments of higher pleasure, are condemned as frequently as they are sought after. I'd go on about the hypocrisy of a hedophobic society, but I think I'd rather just kill me a man.
Niin ja se... Perhana. Mirror piti ottaa tosta.
Welcome to the Temple of Beauty. And am I not beautiful, oh man? Look at my hair, black as a moonless night. Look into my eyes, deep pools of desire. Look at my complexion, pale white and glistening. And what else? And what else? And what else? Oh no, look at me. Do you see that? I'm fat, fat, fat!
Oh, fuck this.
There. Am I not beautiful? Look at my complexion. Pale white and gleaming.
Jaha.
Welcome, initiate, to the Temple of the Mystery of Pain. The mystery is thus. The simple manipulation of nerves may break one man and yet leave another unmoved. The physiology is the same. All nerves sing alike, yet the results differ. The question can only be answered by paradox. Although the body functions according to the tenets of science, the invocation of pain is an art. My implements are simple things, like a painter's brushes, from which beautiful complexities spring. Different stories brought forth from different canvases, with the different application of a stroke. invite you now to torture this man on the table, to explore this blessed mystery yourself. Otherwise, I'll have to teach you the lesson myself.
Annetaan sille vähän. No. 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 Hyvä, kiitos. Otetaan sieltä vähän syringejä. Mennään seuraavaan.
This is the temple of the mystery of mercy. You're just in time for our little retirement ceremony. As part of your initiation, you'll be required to execute brethren. That's how old people are disposed of at the lodge. And each member is expected to do his share. They're weak, but by retiring them to advance yourself. Hold. They're begging you for mercy. Do you grant it? Then finish them. Initiate. Thus is the mystery of mercy. Life is a competition, and mercy a perversion of the natural order. When you extend mercy to a competitor, you give him a second chance to beat you.
No voi vitsi, se sai heti minun osuma. No niin, jatketaan matkaa. No niin, ja kohti viimeisiä taisteluita. Perhana. Sitten.
Welcome to the inner sanctum, big guy.
Principal Harold?
Within the inner sanctum, you will address me as Vice Muck Harold, second in command to the Grand Muckety Muck. He of the Fez and Buffalo Hem, the secret handshake, the funny passwords. Only fitting, given that my role has always been that of an educator, and Harvest is one big classroom.
What do you mean?
You'll have to kill me to find out what he means, big guy.
Sinne läks. Bye bye, suckers.
This is always a great moment when the initiate passes over the threshold and becomes a brother.
Stephanie?
I believe you have something for her. Ring the bell and win a prize for the lovely lady. Or is it win the lovely lady as your prize?
Enough games.
Agreed.
Games.
Each time you climbed the rope, you caused her pain, but you always hurt the ones you love. subject's subconscious always warps it in unpredictable ways.
Sam?
This is nothing more than a virtual reality designed by the Harvesters to test potential members. Having successfully completed the program, you have earned the right to become a Harvester.
What the hell is a harvester?
The hand that grips the knife that stabs, the ones who move amid the crop and harvest the fruit.
You're talking about people. Killing people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again and again and again, I believe the technical term is serial killer. The Harvesters seek to perpetuate terror and discord for our own purposes. We do this through the random utility of murder, and we persevere through our recruitment of initiates like yourself.
You want me to become a serial killer?
Okay.
This entire reality has been engineered to break down your resistance, to desensitize you to violence. Now you may become a Harvester and re-enter the real world, or stay in peace with young Stephanie and spend the rest of your life in the construct known as Harvest.
What is the real world at this point?
Right now, you are suspended in a sensory deprivation tank, wired to a VR tech. If you don't join us, we will terminate your life support, and you will be dead within minutes. Those last minutes, however, will seem like a lifetime lived in Harvest. You will marry Stephanie and die peacefully of old age.
Kuulostaa tosi
You're presuming a lot.
kohtalokkaalta.
Aside from you, she is the only real person in Harvest. Suspended in a tank, jacked in just as you are. I assume you'll want to spend time together.
If I stay.
Of course, having completed your ordeal, you may leave with her as you intended and enjoy your victory. If, on the other hand, you wish to join us, the cost of exiting the lodge is the same as the cost of entering the lodge. A skull and spinal cord. Hers.
No. You couldn't kill me. These harvesters, they put people through this torture to give them a taste for killing. The way to beat them is to deny them. To live out your life here. With me. You're thinking about killing me, aren't you? Didn't you hear what he said? I do exist. If you kill me here, I'll die for real. And I'll feel all the pain, all the terror, because I'm real.
Well, after all, what's a murder without pain and terror? We will feed the pain impulses directly into her brain and then pull the plug. You will be a murderer, this time for real. So what will it be? Life in Harvest or life as a Harvester?
Hmm. Choose wisely. I'm gonna be the harvester.
Please help me. Steve, don't do this, please. No. No.
Oita kuule, oitetaan kuule. Cruel, cruel world. Whoa. Damn, that is cool.
Wow, that was neat.
That was neat.
Welcome to our order, brother.
Welcome to our order, brother.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. Nowhere at all.
What are you doing, son?
Playing harvester.
That thing? I looked at it the other day. The very thought. Breeding serial killers. It's disgusting.
It's cool.
It's
You'll
cool.
rot your mind playing games like that. Don't you know people who watch violence become violent themselves?
That's bullshit, Mom.
Yep, that's bullshit.
No, it isn't. Why do you think they started cutting the violence out of those Roadrunner cartoons?
Roadrunner cartoon. Roadrunner cartoon?
Damn, this is sick game. Yep, that was Harvester on PC.